Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I am here to do a good mood Dex tag. This is going to be a decks that are putting me in a good mood right now kind of thing. This is a VR to Marine at the Waves of Your Soul. Hi, Marine, if you see this. I love your channel. I'm always watching your videos. And I remember when she first dropped her first good mood Dex tag, and it was like spread like wildfire all over TarotTube. And it was so much fun to watch everybody present to us all of the decks that just made them smile. And I just loved it. And so I wanted to join in this time on this one and show you guys some decks that are on my table right now that are making me smile. Now, when she first dropped this video, I did make a list and I planned it all out and I was going to do it. And when I sat down to do it today, I realized that that list is not the same anymore. I have I am very mercurial, and the decks that were making me smile when I made that list, not that they don't make me smile now, but they're not the ones that I'm reaching for when I'm like when I want a good mood, when I really want a good mood deck. I'm not reaching for those anymore. I'm reaching for different ones. So I thought that what I could do is just show you the ones that I have here on my desk rather than the ones that I had on that list. What's good makes a good mood deck for me right now? What makes a good mood deck for me at this minute when I'm filming this video? So I've got my Jasmine Pearls tea from the Adagio Advent Calendar. And they did come in little pearls like that. That was fun to watch them unravel in my Christmas mug. And it's very floral and delicious. I love a floral tea, y'all. It's so good. And then I'm starting out with three of the decks that actually were on that list and are still on my table here. And I'm still using them as a good mood in a good mood kind of way. So this is the Cottage Witch Oracle from Krista at Krista Chronicles. You can find this one on Make Playing Cards. This is the Teddy Bear Tarot, which I think is out of print. And this is the Coffee Oracle from V Love and Crystals. You know, one day I'm going to remember to check the actual name of this. But as always, I'll put the links in the description box below. So I love this little pair up. It's actually like a little family. These two have been a family for a couple of years now, and this is new to my collection, so I just kind of added it in, and I just love them. So I've been pulling one card from each one when I want when I just want something to look at that is going to make me feel nice, and no matter what message I get or whatever, I'm asking, usually I'm just doing like a daily poll of what's happening today or what energy should I focus on today or something like that. But I'm always going to find something really beautiful to look at and really soothing to my soul. So these definitely put me in a good mood. I like to use them early in the morning so that I start out my day in a nice mood. And yeah, you can see they're very cute, especially the little teddy bears here. So we have kindness with the Knight of Cups and Secrets. Excuse the noise. Oh my goodness. The second I sat down to film this, everybody wanted to start. Like three people around me are now cutting their grass. Nothing I can do about it. I have to film right now. So I'm sorry about that. Hopefully my microphone will help with that a little bit. So it says nostalgia with the Knight of Pentacles and tradition. So we have flavor with the Three of Swords and lovelorn. Three of Swords and lovelorn. See, they really like each other and they support each other in the messages. So that's another thing that kind of keeps me in a good mood. It means that I don't have to think too hard. They really talk to each other and they work together, so I don't have to sit there and like really scratch my brain or anything like that. So that's good. So that again is the Cottage Witch Oracle with the Teddy Bear Tarot and the Coffee Oracle. I think Maureen showed this one in her most recent video or maybe in one of her previous videos, but this is the Animal and Food Tarot. Might be the Food and Animal Tarot. I don't have the box because it's been out on my desk and the box is put away, but this is so cute. And you can find this one on Etsy. It is so adorable. It has these gold accents, which I love a gold accent this time of year. It's all these cute little like animals that are like, I don't know, they're like their world is food. They're smaller than the food for some reason. And their world is made up of food and it's just I'm here for it. I really love it. It's so cute. It's very busy. So and it's a tarot deck, which I think you'll notice as we're going through this that I've mostly been using oracle decks this month. I'm not using this one a lot, but if I want something, if I want to pick up a tarot deck and I want to make sure it's going to be a good mood deck, this is definitely one that's been in on my radar for the good mood deck selection. This is so cute. Look at these little wolves frying donuts. One of them is doing the baking, and the other one has the cookbook and is giving the recipe. And I don't know if they're gonna win like the donut championship or whatever, but they're definitely working together to try to get the best donuts. There's lots of donuts, there's lots of carbs, lots of bread, lots of little animals, very busy little animals, and there's even other kinds of food. We've got proteins and things in here too. And they're in all kinds of places. This one is in Paris, this one is at the seashore. So yeah, I love this. I love the borders, I love the gold accents, I love the cute little animals, and I love all the food. So this is the Animal and Food Tarot. Another pair that I wanted to show here together, because I've been using them together and it's been just the most wonderful experience, is the Mary Magdalene Oracle by Megan Watterson and the Biblical Tarot by Casimir Collin. Yes, Casimir Collin or Krasmir Collin. I'm sorry if I said that name wrong. But yeah, I didn't this Mary Magdalene Oracle was not something that I was using a lot of in the past. But when I did a reading at the beginning of this month, I pulled the Mary Magdalene card from the Divine Feminine Oracle, which is not a good mood deck, but definitely one that I've been enjoying this month. And it made me pull out this deck because and do I wanted to just get some of this Mary Magdalene energy this month. And so I've been working with the deck and working with some of these wonderful, supportive, and just loving messages in this guidebook. These are really nice messages. And so they've just been putting me in a good mood. Like, I haven't pulled anything that has put me in a bad mood. It's always been uplifting. So I've really been enjoying this. I've been using that trio that I showed you at the beginning for like daily morning pulls and stuff like this. But this has been sitting on my coffee table in case I want to do a pull on what should I do next? How can I get the energy to do this? What, you know what I mean? Like those sorts of readings. And this is this is what I've been using. And every time I pull it out, even though I'm not really in the mood to do tarot readings right now, and I keep saying, I don't want to, I guess that was the last card I pulled. This was such a lovely message in the guidebook. It was about anchoring your love so that even when it was difficult to express good feelings or to hold on to good feelings or remember good feelings, you have something to go back to. You have something to find your way back to. It was a really lovely um, message, and then also it explained this cross and why it's the symbol of Mary Magdalene. It was a lovely entry in the guidebook. I really enjoyed um, between the entry in the guidebook and the cards. The message that I got overall was what I just explained, and it was wonderful. It was exactly what I needed to hear at the time, and I feel like that's exactly what this has been. This pairing has been exactly what I need to hear at the time. So this has been great. This has been great, and they both have a lot of words on them. And then, like, I've been using the guidebook for this one, so it is a slow read. And maybe that is adding to the good mood because it's like I'm not in any kind of frazzled way working with these. I'm just sort of like slow. It's the time for me to slow down and sit in my reading and sit in my energy. So yeah, this has been just very comforting. And yeah, I've been enjoying the comforting messages and the comforting energy that is coming from working with these two. So again, this is the Mary Magdalene Oracle and the Biblical Tarot. Another one, Loving Words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue. This one is an older deck. Hay House, maybe? Yeah, this is a Hay House deck. Cardstock that I can't stand to touch, but it is what it is, and it's very sticky because it's pulling one of these at night. So this is what I've been doing, and it's really been making me feel great. It is from Mark, Luke, John, and Matthew. I'll just some quotes from the Bible, some verses and things. And they've just been feeling, it's a nice feeling this time, especially this time of year. I am Christian, so for me, this is very comforting. Um, so yeah, I've been enjoying this one. I've been enjoying this one. Yeah, stuff like this is what I lean into this time of year. So I enjoy this. Yeah. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Well, this one, and I almost cried one night. It was just so what I needed to hear. And because I was just having such a hard day and I had so much to do and I just couldn't get it done because I was feeling so poorly. And I pulled this and I was just like, whew, it just is comforting. It just felt comforting. Even the image felt comforting to me. So yeah, that is this one. This deck is out of print, I'm sure. It's one of the Doreen Virtue decks. So these are out of print. So I won't be putting any links for this down below. But yeah, definitely one of my good mood decks sitting by my bed. Another one that has been sitting by my bed that I pulled in here to show you is the Soul's Journey Oracle. This is the newest Rasuli deck. I love Rasuli's decks. I love to put his decks by my bedside to either pull one in the morning when I get up if I have time and I have the energy, because normally in the morning I'm like a zombie, but before my coffee. But if I have the energy, I like that. Or at night, before I go to sleep, I want to pull a card and read from his guidebook. So this deck is about finding the parts of yourself that can just kind of be purposeful and move past limiting beliefs. He has a book about creativity and how to find the energy of creativity, not just mentally or physically, but energetically, where you can find that within yourself and within your daily practice. And I really like that book. I try to read a little bit from it every year. And this deck has that same vibe. It still has those nuggets of Sufi wisdom. It still has just good advice in general, but a lot of the cards are about working on those limiting beliefs and trying to find a way to move past them in order to um, do well within your life, within your physical life, within your career, within your creative pursuits, things like that. So because of that, these are really great cards for me to go to sleep on and think about having these sorts of like good energy, high vibe, smashing through limiting belief things in my mind, especially if I've had a poor day, or it's been like a day of like not quite keeping my mind set at that high vibe that I like to keep it at. This will help me just kind of remind me that I need to do that, turn that around a little bit, but right before I go to sleep, which I like to do. So this says face the unexpected. It says uncertainty is the only certainty. Joy of generosity, give and make room to receive. Defeat doubt, rout the critic in the dark. Bask in nature, breathe the scent of flowers. Coping with grief, turn loss into gain. I'm thinking something like, when I read this, I think that's easier said than done. But let's see what it says in the guidebook. So it says, grieving the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the loss of a job or home is an inevitable part of the journey of the soul. The usual reaction is to feel sad, frightened, angry, or lonely. Coping with grief is one of life's biggest challenges. But if we see grief as a form of love, we can find a place for it after a loss in our life. The challenge is to create new experiences and habits despite our hurt. Sometimes circumstances do not meet our expectations through the passage of life. When that happens, you need to rely on your mental and spiritual power to cope with it. Grief is one of your emotions that longs to be embraced. It is a reflection of your care and the way of honoring your commitment to what is lost. Such an affecting wound as heartache can only be healed by love, for love is a divine power within you that can transform the pain. Use your grief as a means to intensify your love and perform a ritual of both mourning and celebration. Have faith that the spirit of what you have lost is now connecting with you more than ever before. Find a unique way to re envision your life with possibilities for happiness and for honing your enduring connection to what you have lost. Help yourself by doing things you enjoy, even if you don't really feel like doing them. Do something creative to connect with your inner self, such as writing, painting, gardening, or cooking. Mantra: I am enhancing my life by responding to my loss through the creative energy of love. So maybe I read that and I'm like, yes, I can lean into some of these suggestions, and some maybe I read it and I'm not in a place to lean into them that day. I can always, use the image or maybe meditate on a way that I might want to think about coping with my grief. I'm always coping with grief. I lost a parent, and it is very difficult to lose someone you loved your whole life. I don't know if I'll ever be over it, to be honest, and I'm always looking for ways to cope with it, because I have to live with it. So, um, you know, cards like this, I'm always like, well, what is your suggestion? I don't know. I know from living through grief, that it's up and down. So maybe some days this might meet me where I am, and some days it may not. So yeah, maybe not every card in here is a perfect match to exactly where I am in life every day. But I can say that reading these at the end of the day have been putting me in a better mood, especially if I'm not having the best day. So this is the Soul's Journey Oracle, another good mood deck. This is the Dia de los Muertos Oracle, and I know Dia de los Muertos is long gone, and Soul's Day is long gone, but I'm still using this deck, and I think I will continue to use it until I don't want to use it anymore, because it is wonderful, and it is definitely putting me in a good mood. Every time I pull one of these, I've been pulling one or two every few days, whenever I want to, and every time I pull it and read from this guidebook, it puts me in a better mood. Every time. She just has a way of this is a good mood deck. And I think she wrote it that way. I think she wrote it to be a good mood deck. To be uplifting. I personally don't know a lot of these. I mean, photograph, of course, I can discern that. But some of them I don't know. And the guidebook has been very supportive in letting me know and helping me through why these symbols are important in these celebrations, and then just giving some really good advice. So let's look at Los Santos, the saints. You get a quote, you get a title, which is not on the card. I kind of wish they would have put these titles on the card, but it's fine. I'm in the guidebook with every card anyway, so it doesn't matter. So then there's there's always a quote and then the message. So it says, recall the wisdom of your innocence. Once people are not here physically, the spiritual remains. We still connect, we can communicate, we can give and receive love and forgiveness. There is love after someone dies. Sandra Cisneros. And then the message is, I may not have been a saint in my life. I may have made mistakes, as have you, and that's okay. But I'm here to tell you that you were and still are a saint to me. I want you to know how much I love and appreciate you for all you've done and all you are. Your inner child may have tricked your adult self into picking this card because they couldn't take it any longer. Amid your grief, you may have forgotten your magic. It's noble to be a practical, responsible, and self sufficient adult. However, you came here to play, jump, shriek, shout, and revel in the tastes and textures of life. Please don't prolong your suffering on my account. Ruminating about the past will not bring me back to your world. Allow your inner wild child to take you by the hand and bring you back to the present moment. Run through the garden, play make believe, and be reminded that every butterfly is a messenger from the enchanted world beyond. And then there's a meaning which talks about why she put this in the deck. Lots of historical details. For someone like me who may not know this tradition, she doesn't leave you, she doesn't just give you a meaning and move on. She's like, no, this means something to these people, and this means something to these traditions, and she wants you to know about it, so she tells you, and I enjoy that. So it says, my inner child resuscitates my inner adult, breathing in new life, embracing the sunset. We are one big happy family. So, I mean, and you get all of that for every card. So every time I pull one or two cards, I sit and read the guidebook and think about what it says, and it just feels so comforting, and it's like a big old hug. So I love, and it's always right on point too. It's always like exactly what I needed to hear that day. So I love this one. It's definitely a good mood deck for me. And again, this is the Dia de los Muertos Oracle. This is a Blue Angel deck by Kelly Sullivan Walden, one of my favorite deck creators. And yes, I'm keeping it out of its box because I'm still using it, and I will continue to use it until I don't want to use it anymore. Even though it's not Dia de los Muertos anymore. Mother Mary Oracle is another one. I didn't, this one has been called me out. I wasn't going to use it this year. I was going to try something different. I always pull this out around Christmas time and around Easter because I was using the Mary Magdalene Oracle this year. I wasn't going to use this one, but man, this deck was like, no, you're going to use me. So, and I have been really connecting with it this year. And I think I have struggled connecting with this deck every year, but I continue to use it because I don't have a whole lot like this in my collection. And this time of year, I want stuff like this, so I continue to use it, and I continue to use it. And I have the mini, and I usually just go for that. But I have been using this big one. I have been reading the guidebook, which I know I've said a time and time again, this guidebook is a lot, and it is. It's still a lot, but yeah, I've been doing it. I haven't been pulling a lot of cards, but every time I pull one, I have been sitting with the guidebook and really thinking about the messages and taking them with me and journaling about them and working with them and taking I've even been taking pictures of the cards and putting them in my journal. It's been a lot, and it's a feel good, like warm-hearted feeling. So yeah, this has definitely been a good mood deck for me this year. And I'm feeling good that I can connect with it too. So that's a nice feeling as well. Because I've had this deck for so long. I've been trying to connect with it for so long, and I feel like I finally unlocked it. So that's a good mood thing as well. If you know, you know. Lots of Blue Angel decks right now. Yeah, they tend to be they tend to have that sort of slow, deep feel to them, and that's what I'm always looking for this time of year. The Christmas Spirit Oracle. This is a deck by Britta Bauman. This is so cute. This is the little one. She has a larger version. I have the smaller version here. And let me just zoom in so you can see, because the messages are a little bit small. So here are the cute little backs, these little mice with their little clothes on. I just saw when I was watching Wicked, they did a bunch of adorable trailers, and one of them was a new Paddington movie, and I'm stoked. I love a Paddington movie. So this these little animals in their clothes remind me of Paddington. I love Paddington. So this is super cute, and it's very soothing, and the messages are beautiful. I pulled a card today that almost made me cry this morning. It's just so nice and supportive and loving, and not like a bad cry, but like oh, thank you kind of cry. So you get stuff like every day is a special occasion. Be present in each moment with a gentle, soft heart and a childlike wonder. So it's just like soft messages for the season. You have the potential to make someone's season brighter. You are surrounded by light and Christmas spirit. So I've just been pulling one every day with my coffee and setting it up there in my kitchen, and so that when I come back in the evening, I can see it. This one says, with a strong, pure spirit, all is easy and possible now. Do not limit your power in word, thought, or deed. Openness. Let your heart be open to love and your mind be open to new possibilities. Divine surprises are coming your way. Mercy. This little wolf. I have another deck with a little howling wolf. I like a little howling wolf. I need more wolves in my decks. This one says, join the triumph of this starry night. Darkness falls into light. Peace on earth and mercy mild. Glory to the Holy Child. Beautiful. Holy Union. Opportunity. Rest. Super cute. And I don't know. I think these are probably AI generated images, or they might be like a pack of images that maybe she purchased from someone or something, or maybe she draws these. I have no clue, y'all. I don't know how these images come to be, but I enjoy this deck. It's very cute. So yeah, very excited to get this one for Christmas this year. Look at the I love penguins so much. And I was like, there's a penguin. Little raccoons, little kitties in dresses, trains. I love this. I love this so much. So yeah, this is definitely a good mood. I probably the best good mood deck I have. Like every time I see one of these images, it makes look at this duck with a little shawl on. Like stop it. It's so cute. This is almost as cute as the food and animal tarot. Well, maybe it's just as cute as the food and animal tarot, just in a different kind of way, you know. Last year when I purchased something from her, I can't remember what it was. She sent two uh for a reading of this, the bigger version of this. And I have the smaller version, but she had a bigger version at one point. And she sent two cards and I've been obsessed ever since. So I was so excited to finally have this one this year, get it in my collection. Thank you to the person who sent it to me. So this has been putting me in a fantastic mood every time I pull one in the morning, which is needed because I stay grumpy in the morning. So this is a good one for good mood decks. And the last one is going to be the Merry Christmas Lenormand this year. For some reason, this one has really been a pick me up. I've been doing a little Lenormand challenge, which has also been putting me in a good mood. And I will, it's from, I forget the person who created the challenge, but I'll put it on the screen here so that you can see if you want to go. I mean, by the time you see this video, I'm sure the challenge will be over because I think it's over by Christmas. But it's been giving me an opportunity to use all of my Christmas Lenormand decks, which every year around this time, I get in this mood where I don't want to do any pulls. I don't want to do tarot. I don't want to do oracle. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be bothered, you know? And so I don't ever get to use my Christmas decks. And so this year I was like, nope, I'm going to do this. What is happening? I'm going to do this challenge so that I can use these Christmas Lenormand decks that I have and never use. And it has been so much fun. The challenge on its own is just cute. The questions are very lighthearted and fun. And then this one, I think I have three Christmas Lenormand decks, but for some reason, this one has been the one that's really been giving me the biggest pick me up when I pull it out. Like, I just think I've had this one for a couple of years and it never hit me the way it hit me this year, but I really like it this year. So I like it every year, but this year it's feeling really warm hearted and good. So I like this one. So, oh, shuffled in the card that's supposed to tell you the meanings. So that is the Christmas Lenormand, and that is my last, or the Merry Christmas Lenormand. This is by, who did this? This is the lady who did the Ghost Tarot. Wild Editions, it says here. The same lady who did the little Ghost Tarot. And that's it. That's my last good mood deck. So thank you for sticking around and, hanging out with me while I talked about some of these decks that have really been making me smile this year. I know this one doesn't fit the vibe, but it is what it is, man. Good mood decks are good mood decks. And I said I just wanted to be accurate in my time when I'm filming this. Like, these are the decks that are really making me smile right now. When I made that other list, it really wasn't it wasn't the same. Like, these weren't on the list, and I was just like, but these are my good mood decks now, so I had to show these. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. This helps the videos get out there, helps the algorithm. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you. There will be links in the description box below where you can pick up anything that I have shown here today, as long as I can find a link. If you don't find a link there, it's because I didn't see it. It's probably out of print. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.